Hey, Shalom. All praises unto Yahweh Shemi Shai. Double honors to the apostles of JMS. Honor she brothers will be pushing this truth in sincerity. Okay. This is gonna be a pretty quick video, man. And the elders have been telling you this about this, excuse me, for the longest. All right. How this how the society was gonna go out. How you're gonna have it to where you got all kind of economic turmoil all throughout the four corners of the earth. And it's funny how the Mosai is, pretty much reducing this kingdom, but he's starting first off with these nations that really incepted Esau's kingdom, man. Namely Greece. Greece was the first one to, and as you see from the article, is Italy the next? Greece was, by way of the Greeks. Esau came into power underneath the so-called under the man known as Alexander the Great, which he was just another homosexual Edomite male that would that came into being in power, such as you have in the days that we live in right now, man. All right, but the point is, man, it's quite ironic, but nevertheless, hey, the prophecies are coming to pass, man. All right, and you had it to where the so-called economic this so-called economic turmoil was only confined to the third world. Guess what, man? It's coming to what you know as the so-called westernized world, man. The so-called first world, man. And it's gonna come with thunder, man. All right. But that's the beautiful thing of the Most High. See, the scripture says when it said they shall think themselves to be in peace and good case, then shall the terrors come. Roughly paraphrasing that precept, man. All right. And that's what's happening right now, man. All right. So without much further ado, like I said, it's gonna be a real quick one. All right, really through this, you can get the gist of what this thing, what I'm going to be talking about. All right, so it says Italy's bank stocks are plunging rather more. All right, igniting fears over the strength of the long-term, over the strength of long, troubled industry. Okay, all right. It says Italian banking stocks crashed on Wednesday, continuing a month of poor performance. It's 20, it's the 21st of the first, 21st of the first, 2016, man. And they're talking about what's supposed to be one of the economic communities, or part of the economic communities of Esau's power structure, namely NATO and so on and so forth. All right, you got it to where, man, they got all kind of troubles out there, man. All right, so what's gonna be next? Oh, it might be a bigger nation, or the most I might have it to where it just goes straight out to America out there, man. Because we already know that America's in all kind of debt. All right, they just recently raised this. What's this? The Federal Reserve raised the interest rates. Okay, and they're saying it's been stagnating all of them. Man, see, the most is getting stuff done out here, man. All right, but see, it's in the background. All right. And you gotta go out there and find it. But then, hey, that's why the scripture says, "Is blessed is he that readeth." Because why? If you read, you're gonna keep your garments, like the scripture says, man. You're gonna realize what time it is. You're gonna hasten the day. You're gonna push videos. You're gonna go out there where it's cold, because you know what the time is about, man. And this is what the time is about right now, man. All right, is Italy the next Greece, man? Now that's big news out there. But hey, you ain't gonna see on your mainstream. Yeah, you're highly unlikely to see on your mainstream media. Now, a major a company might do an article on it, but they don't publicize it. They won't have it to where you can see it. You gotta go find this shit out, man. All right. But such is the way of Esau, man. All right, ploying the people into thinking into a false sense of security. And when all chaos breaks through, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna bring forth their form of order. All right. In fact, they got it to where I believe the methodology that they want to use is have it to where the people ask them to incept that to bring their own order. So basically, they want it to get so bad, the people out here in this world are gonna ask the elites damn near to enslave them, man. And that's where you're gonna have the mark of the beast, right? Which is the RFID chip, and all kind of them things gonna happen, man. All right. So it says here, right? Italian banking stocks crashed on Wednesday, continuing a month of poor performance and raising questions over the sustainability of the industry in its current structure. And even if it could end up in the same boat as Greece's banking sector, of which it's gonna, all right. It says long-suffering Monte dei Paschi's stock dived another 18.5 points on the day, meaning the shares are now down 57 points, I believe. I think PC is points. Excuse me if I'm incorrect on that. All right. So far this month. Okay. So it's even much more stable banks are witnessing a flight of investors. All right, so you got it to where you got companies that come and invest in Italy, man. All right, and now they're noticing that the economy is stagnating. Guess what happens, man? They cut their losses, they leave. But see, that's a chain of events. That's gonna make it to where other people are gonna want to leave. All right, so other companies gonna leave. So you just gotta spiral downwards, man. So this statement here is a misstatement, man. Even if, man, it's an inevitability that's gonna end up in the same situation as Greece, if not worse, man. All right, because we know this economic society, this economic structure is gonna go down, man. All right. So let me read a few more points on that here, a few more articles, and call it a night, man. So it says one potential outcome is that Italy's major banks could club together, right, to rescue the Monte dei Paschi, right? And I think in one of these articles they're gonna say that's Italy's biggest bank. So Italy's biggest bank, right, is one of the worst performing. All right, it says taking out the worst performing lenders and so reducing investor worries over the overall sector. But see, even if they do that, hey, if I'm an investor and I see you doing that, man, I'm like, yeah, no, man, this ain't a good investment right here, man. All right, This the bank's executive denies it is in trouble, arguing that revenues are improving and costs are falling. Okay, now let me hit up the next article. All right, let's close that down. I don't know what the fuck that was. Whilst that loads up, let me get to this one. So it came from this article, and this is from the website called End of the American Dream. It says a run on the banks begin in Italy as Italian banking stocks collapse. All right, it says Italian financial meltdown. All right, that we have been waiting for has finally arrived. So people have been watching Italy just after they seen what happened out there in Greece. And those are known as the pig nations, right? Portugal, Italy, Greece, and Spain. Right, the pigs, and they're supposed to be the slightly worse performing of the EU. All right, it says the Italian financial meltdown that we've been waiting for, all right, has finally arrived. For quite a long time, I've been warning my readers to watch Italy, and now people are starting to understand why. It says the Italian banking stocks continued their collapse for the 5th consecutive day on Wednesday, and nervous Italians are beginning to quietly pull large amounts of money out of banks. Exactly the same thing you had out there in Greece. It says in particular Monte dei Paschi, I believe that's how you pronounce this, is a complete and utter basket case at this point. But you got it to where, plausible deniability, oh, everything's all right. They're going to pull their money out and they're going to be all right. But yeah, the Qs. Same thing you had there out there in Greece, man. All right. So it says there, this is the article I had. Quietly beginning to pull large amounts of money out of their banks. All right, if it's large amounts of money, do you think it's gonna be the more average person? No, it's gonna be those people that provide jobs, employers, man. And so if the employers are taking their large sums of money out, guess what? The people ain't got no hope, man, because they ain't got no jobs, and the employers are out of there to keep. Which the employers gonna keep their money is gonna keep the economy somewhat stable. They pulled out, man. All right, it says in particular the Monte dei Paschi is a complete utter basket. A staggering 1/3 of their loans are non-performing. All right, so they ain't getting return on 1/3 of their investments. In other words, it says, and the stock price has fallen a staggering 57%. All right, so the stock price, right, of the shares. So excuse me when I said points. Really, it was percent, which is even worse. All right. So it says 57%. So if you had, if you had bought shares as part of that company, and they were worth, let's say, $250 or £250 a share, those shares have just dropped 50%, plus more like 60. All right, so your £250 is looking a lot less healthier, man. All right, it's looking a hell of a lot less healthier. You got now 120, 125 pounds for your share, roughly doing the maths. All right, so that's a lot to take off. That's a lot to take off of an investment, man. 50+%. And it says, and the same thing could be said almost about all the largest Italian banks. But where is the money going? All right, to where's the money going to come from? All right. So I ain't gonna get into all of, the numbers and all of that. Really, the gist, like I said, is made by the statement of the title. It says this is another article. Right. So it says this is, and you can see the date, man. This is all, this one's today, Thursday the 21st, 2016. It says one of Italy's third largest banks, capital controls of bail-ins next. All right. Why take chances? Instead, Italian customer pulled deposits. All right. So CEO of Monte dei Paschi's, Italian's third largest bank, the oldest surviving bank in the world. All right, so the oldest bank in the world, and now he's changed the story. Admits customers are pulling their deposit as shares prices sink. So over here he was saying, "Oh no, we're all right." But now, because I believe this article, article was written. When was this posted? All right, so I believe this was a slightly earlier article. All right. Right, it's not really. That was on. I think that might have been posted on the same day too. Today. Oh no. It was posted yesterday. All right, it was posted yesterday. So today, now he's saying, big, customers are pulling out their deposits, man. So it's going to spiral downwards as always, man. And last but not least, let's see what this article is saying. I prepared this a little earlier on, right? All right, it says, they're trying to make me sign up. So let me see if I can scroll down so I can see at least, all right. So I believe that article was saying Italy's recovery is not what it seems, man. All right, and that's for real, man. That recovery that they was supposedly having years ago, and I think that was an article. I prepared it on my phone, and I didn't have all of them damn advertisements and all of that on the phone and that. But nevertheless, the point is made, man. So pretty much with that, you can see what's happening out here within this society. All right, the next financial crash is coming to an economy near you, man. All right. And with that, I'm gonna say all praise unto Yahweh Shemi Shai, double honest, the apostles of GMS, honestly brothers that be pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.